This week, our diplomatic mission have celebrated in the member countries of this integration mechanism our modest contribution to the development of the people that comprise it, as instructed by our President Nicolás Maduro Moros. The objective is to consolidate a more just, supportive, and participatory society and to deepen cultural, social, commercial, economic, and political exchange with our brother and sister in the Caribbean. The unionist and integrationist vision of the liberator Simón Bolívar, who managed to liberate 6 nations and who, due to the international interference of Spain, the United States, France, and England, through their emissaries or proconsuls, clearly identified by historians for exacerbating the minuscule republicanisms, the caudillos, and the exploitation class in order to retain, recover, or take over the imperial hegemony, achieved that the separation of Venezuela, it was more a movement of elites with clear economic and class interests, driven by foreign power than a popular nation motive or desire of the most illustrious liberators. Since the triumph of Chavez, Venezuela inscribed Bolivarianism in its official name. This indicates that the degree of importance that our commander gave to the Latin American and the Caribbean areas from the beginning of the revolution. I must say that there are few countries in the region that have integrationist aspiration inscribed. As Venezuela expressly pointed out in its constitutional framework, both in the preamble and in several of its articles. Since the consolidation of President Chavez in the Miraflores Palace, Venezuela has vigorously positioned itself as the first in the current integrationist effort, thanks to greater political independence, the recovery of sovereignty over its energy resources, and the new awakening of citizens' consciousness in relation to its emancipatory historical values encoded in Bolivarian liberation epic, a path that the President Maduro has continued. The various bilateral and multilateral agreements, the implementation of a special project that contemplates technological integration with the countries of the region, the effort to ensure democratic stability, and the aid it has provided to sister countries in different calamities and events are some of the most remarkable achievements and contributions quantitatively and qualitatively in the Venezuelan management since the beginning of the century in favor of the Union. In a frontal way, Bolivarian Revolution sustains the policy of regional integration in remembrance of the principle of independence as one of the struggles against imperialism, enemy of the consolidation of Caribbean integration. In any of its expressions, the United States, the European Union, England, etc. In this vision and honoring history, our government assumed and seeks to sustain the political and philosophical project of Bolivarianism. This is a project born in Venezuela in the midst of the independence process that articulated the ideas of Miranda, Francisco de Miranda, and the Enlightenment, among others, and that set up the guarantee to greatest amount of happiness, social security, and political stability. He pursued the dream of unity under a powerful bond between free and virtuous men, to form a nation that would honor the highest virtue of a republic, justice. With contemporary Venezuela, the sword of Bolivar and the waving flag of Francisco de Miranda have once again walked through Latin America. But Venezuela's relationship with the countries of the Caribbean changed radically with the arrival of Commander Chavez. From this moment on, our foreign policy will take a strong turn toward the search of autonomy through Caribbeanism, multilateralism, and anti-imperialism. In this new context, one of the mainstays of the Venezuelan-Caribbean relationship would be Petrocaribe, Alba TCP, and Alba Bank. This June 29 remarked the 19th anniversary of the creation of Petrocaribe, which is a multilateral and integrationist cooperation mechanism to resolve asymmetries in access to energy resource through a favorable, equitable, and fair exchange scheme among the countries of the Caribbean region. In addition, these mechanisms include social, cultural, structural development, and health projects. But due to the imposition of a unilateral measure initiated by the Obama administration, intensified by Trump, and continued by Biden, the Petrocaribe integrationist mechanism has suffered a delay, which President Maduro has ordered to be reactivated and today we are evaluating a mechanism to continue its implementation. These more than 930 unilateral measures have truncated the possibilities of regional growth, and we are also subject to an atrocious blockade that prevents us from moving capital in favor of the people of our America and the Caribbean. Fortunately, Venezuela now produces almost 100 of the food it consumes, and we have the capacity to export. So it is time to increase exchange and collaboration in these and other areas. Despite the sanction, we are called upon to contribute with the member state of CARICOM to reduce the vulnerabilities and dependence of their member state imposed by empires and predatory neoliberalism. And we all turn them into a single block capable of producing the food we consume and other products that we transform from raw materials to eliminate dependence on the great powers until it is an industrialized region not dependent on production outside our Latin American and Caribbean borders. As you know, in 30 days, we will have the 35th election held in 20 years since the triumph of the Bolivarian and Chavista revolution. It will be the sixth presidential election, and we continue to have the full support of the Venezuelan people. 35 political parties will choose from 12 candidates of all political tendencies, right, center, moderate, left-wing, Christians, even the extreme right wing supported by imperialism is participating and have a candidate. The guarantee of continuity in this integrationist project is the continuity of the Bolivarian revolution. Dear brother and sister, our people and our leader, our youth, have in their hand the possibility of a more just, more human, and more equal world. It is up to us to fight so that we can guarantee it. Thank you very much.